What if Detective Charlie Hudson's familiar face suddenly changed in Season 8? Imagine tuning in and seeing someone completely different stepping into his shoes, and not just anyone, but Luke J. Roberts, an actor known for commanding roles and intense on-screen presence. This isn't just another casting rumor floating around. It's the kind of speculation that could change the heart of Hudson and Rex as we know it. For years, fans have connected deeply with John Reardon's portrayal of Charlie, and the idea of replacing him feels almost unthinkable. But whispers in the industry are growing louder, and the possibility is now too intriguing to ignore. From the moment Hudson and Rex debuted, it carved out a special place in the world of crime drama. At its core, the series isn't just about solving cases. It's about the bond between a skilled detective and his loyal canine partner, Rex, and John Reardon's performance as Detective Charlie Hudson has been essential in bringing that bond to life. With his calm demeanor, sharp investigative mind, and genuine warmth toward Rex, Reardon has become the human anchor of the show. It's rare for an actor to balance crime-solving tension with emotional authenticity, but Reardon has done it effortlessly, season after season. That's why the thought of someone else, no matter how talented, stepping into his role feels like shaking the foundation of the series. Over the seasons, we've seen Hudson evolve from a straightforward detective into a character layered with personal history, emotional depth, and a strong moral compass. Fans have watched him navigate high-stakes cases, heartbreaking losses, and moments of genuine joy. Often shared with Rex, that human-canine chemistry isn't just acting, it's one of the main reasons audiences keep coming back. Diesel Vom. Berg, the dog behind Rex, has his own fan following, but it's the partnership with Reardon's Hudson that creates the show's magic. Many viewers believe that without Reardon, that connection might never feel quite the same, part of what makes Hudson and Rex unique in the crowded field of police dramas is its balance of serious storytelling with lighthearted, heartfelt moments. While the cases themselves can be intense, the friendship between Hudson and Rex offers a comforting emotional core, and much of that comes down to Reardon's approachable performance. He plays Hudson as someone who's relatable, a man doing his job, caring deeply about those around him, and sharing a bond with his dog that transcends words. Replacing that familiarity with a new face would be a high-risk move, especially for a show entering its 8th season. Loyal audiences often resist big changes, and it's not uncommon for ratings to dip after major cast shake-ups. Still, television history has shown us that no actor is truly irreplaceable. Sometimes a fresh face can bring new energy to a long-running series, and while the idea of Luke J. Roberts as Hudson may sound strange to longtime fans, his resume shows he's more than capable of stepping into complex roles. Roberts has a commanding presence and a certain intensity that could shift the tone of the show in a bold way. But even with all his talent, the question remains, would Hudson and Rex feel like the same show without John Reardon at its heart? For now, fans are left to speculate, analyze every behind-the-scenes hint, and wonder if Season 8 might be preparing for the most dramatic twist yet. Luke J. Roberts isn't just a name you hear and forget. He's the kind of actor who leaves a lasting impression. Known for his sharp features, piercing gaze, and ability to command a scene without raising his voice, Roberts has a career filled with roles that demand authority and depth. Fans of Black Sails remember him as the formidable Woodes Rogers, a man of both elegance and ruthless determination. In Ransom, he proved he could lead a procedural drama, balancing intellect with charm in high-pressure situations. These are exactly the qualities that make people wonder if he could step into Detective Charlie Hudson's shoes and not just fill them, but reshape them. That's where the speculation surrounding Hudson and Rex Season 8 starts to get interesting. Roberts wouldn't be a carbon copy of Reardon's Hudson. He'd bring something entirely different, and that's both exciting and unsettling for longtime viewers. The rumors didn't appear out of thin air. In the past few months, eagle-eyed fans have noticed Roberts engaging with Canadian television industry accounts on social media. There have been whispers of him being spotted in St. John's, Newfoundland, the very city where Hudson and Rex is filmed. While no official statements have been made by the production team, These little clues have sparked wild theories across fan forums and entertainment news blogs. Some claim it's nothing more than a friendly visit or a completely unrelated project. But others believe it's part of a quiet build-up to a major casting announcement. The entertainment industry is no stranger to this kind of soft launch, planting small hints before dropping big news, adding fuel to the fire. Roberts has recently wrapped projects that free up his schedule just in time for Hudson and Rex's shooting timeline. His calendar aligns perfectly with when Season 8 would be in production, making the possibility even more believable. Casting directors often look for actors who are both available and capable of blending into an established ensemble while still making their mark. Roberts checks both boxes. He's seasoned enough to hold his own alongside the existing cast and versatile enough to adapt to the show's balance of police drama and heartfelt moments with Rex. Of course, speculation is just that, speculation. But the fact that Roberts has never shied away from stepping into challenging roles makes him a prime candidate for a potential casting twist. If the show's producers are considering a shakeup, they'd need someone with proven ability to carry the emotional weight of the series. Reardon's Hudson has a warm, approachable energy. Roberts, on the other hand, could bring a more mysterious, brooding interpretation of the character. This shift could open up new storylines, perhaps a darker, more complex arc for Hudson, or even an entirely reimagined character who works alongside Rex in a different capacity. The real question is whether Hudson and Rex would risk such a bold move. 8 seasons in, the show has a loyal audience who tune in for the familiar dynamic they love. Changing the face of Hudson could alienate fans, but it could also spark renewed interest from viewers who drifted away. In television, risks sometimes lead to revitalization. Think of shows that introduced fresh leads and saw a surge in ratings. On the flip side, we've also seen fan backlash sync series that underestimated the emotional connection between viewers and a beloved character. For now, Luke J. Roberts remains at the center of a mystery worthy of one of Hudson's own cases. The evidence is circumstantial but compelling, the theories are gaining traction, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. Whether he's poised to replace John Reardon or take on an entirely new role, Roberts has already stirred conversations. That Season 8 will not be business as usual. And if there's one thing fans know about Hudson and Rex, it's that surprises are always just around the corner. Asterisk, when a lead actor leaves a successful TV show, it almost never happens without reason. And if the whispers about John Reardon stepping away from Hudson and Rex are true, there are several possibilities worth exploring. The first and most common explanation in television is contract negotiations. Actors who have been with a series for years often renegotiate their contracts around milestone seasons, especially once a show becomes a global hit. Reardon, having anchored the series since its debut, could be seeking better terms, more creative control, or simply a deal that reflects his role as the emotional core of the show. Sometimes these talks end smoothly with a renewed commitment. Other times they hit an impasse, and producers are faced with the daunting decision of moving forward without their star. Another plausible factor could be scheduling conflicts. Television production calendars are relentless, and committing to 8 seasons of a single show means turning down other projects, films, guest appearances, or even stage work. Reardon, as a respected actor, might be ready to explore new creative challenges, roles that allow him to stretch beyond Detective Hudson's calm, composed persona. Actors often talk about the fear of being typecast, and while Hudson and Rex has been a career-defining role, it could also be the very reason Reardon might want to step back, if only to avoid being forever linked to one character. There's also the human side of the equation. Behind the cameras and the scripts, actors are people with families, personal commitments, and life goals outside of the industry. The show films in Newfoundland, a location that requires extended stays far from home. It's not uncommon for actors to eventually seek a lifestyle change that allows for more stability, especially after years of working on a demanding set schedule. This could be as simple as wanting to spend more time with loved ones, or as complex as relocating for personal reasons. Then, There's the creative shakeup theory, a deliberate choice by producers to introduce fresh energy into the show. Even in successful series, networks sometimes opt for big casting changes to create headlines, refresh storylines, or push characters in unexpected directions. Reardon's exit, whether permanent or temporary, could be part of a planned narrative. Twist. Imagine a storyline where Hudson takes an undercover assignment or a leave of absence, paving the way for a new character, potentially played by Luke J. Roberts, to step in. This approach would keep the door open for Reardon's return while giving the series room to experiment. Television history is filled with examples of beloved leads stepping aside, some leaving forever and others making triumphant comebacks. Think of the uproar when main characters were replaced in shows like Law and Order or NCIS, only for new dynamics to eventually win over audiences. The key lies in execution. If the transition feels organic to the story and respectful of the character's legacy, fans are more likely to accept it. If it's rushed or unexplained, backlash can be swift and unforgiving. It's worth noting that Reardon himself has not publicly addressed the rumors. Silence in situations like this often fuels speculation. It could mean negotiations are ongoing, or that the rumors are exaggerated. On the other hand, it might be a strategic move by the production team to keep audiences guessing until the official Season 8 announcements drop. If this is a marketing strategy, it's working. Fan discussions online have surged, and media outlets are jumping on every small development. Whether this potential exit is driven by business, personal choice, or a creative pivot, one thing is certain: replacing John Reardon would be a seismic shift for Hudson and Rex. His portrayal of Hudson isn't just about solving crimes. It's about the heart and humanity he brings to every scene with Rex. Losing that dynamic, even temporarily, would be a gamble that could redefine the show's identity. The question fans are asking now is simple: is this change inevitable? Or will Reardon surprise everyone by signing on for another season of canine-assisted crime solving? The moment rumors about John Reardon's possible departure hit fan circles, the reaction was immediate and intense. Social media platforms lit up with posts from viewers who have followed Hudson and Rex since its very first case. For many, Reardon isn't just an actor, he's the heart of the show. His chemistry with Diesel Vomberg, the talented canine. Behind Rex is something fans describe as lightning in a bottle, the kind of partnership you can't simply manufacture. Loyal viewers flooded Twitter, Facebook groups, and Reddit threads, sharing both disbelief and frustration at the thought of seeing someone else in the role of Detective Charlie Hudson. Some even admitted that without Reardon, they might stop watching altogether. But there's another side to the conversation, a smaller but equally passionate group of fans, intrigued by the idea of change. They see Luke J. Roberts not as a replacement but as a potential reinvention. These fans point to Roberts' track record in playing layered, compelling characters, arguing that a shift in the lead role could open the door to new storytelling opportunities. In their eyes, this could be the moment when Hudson and Rex evolves, introducing fresh energy that might keep the series from becoming predictable after 8 seasons. They imagine a Hudson, or perhaps an entirely new character with a different approach to crime solving, a different dynamic with Rex, and maybe even a darker edge to the cases. The producers, if they are seriously considering such a bold move, have a delicate balancing act ahead of them. Television history shows that replacing a beloved lead can either revitalize a show or fracture its audience. The key lies in how the transition is handled. If Luke J. Roberts were to join the series, the narrative would need to be carefully crafted to respect Hudson's legacy while making room for something new. A clumsy or abrupt handoff could alienate viewers. But a thoughtful storyline, perhaps involving Hudson's temporary absence due to an undercover mission or personal crisis, could maintain fan loyalty while easing Roberts into the fold industry. Insiders know that fan reactions can influence production decisions, especially in today's social media-driven world. A strong wave of support or opposition can tip the scales, and the Hudson and Rex team is no doubt paying close attention to the online chatter. If producers see that audiences are overwhelmingly resistant, they may push harder to keep Reardon. on board. Conversely, if curiosity about Robert's potential role gains traction, they might lean into the buzz and use it as a marketing hook for Season 8. Another intriguing possibility is that the entire situation is a carefully orchestrated publicity move. Stirring up rumors about a major casting change is one of the oldest tricks in the entertainment playbook. By letting speculation swirl, the network keeps the show in the headlines during the off-season, ensuring that when Season 8 does premiere, with or without Reardon, the audience will be bigger than ever. If that's the case, then the Reardon replaced by Robert's storyline might be less about reality and more about keeping fans on edge, regardless of the truth. The one thing everyone agrees on is that Hudson and Rex thrives because of its emotional core. Whether that core continues to revolve around Reardon's Hudson or shifts to a new character, the future of the series will depend on maintaining that human and canine bond that has captured viewers for years. The show isn't just about catching criminals, it's about trust, loyalty, and the unique partnership between man and dog. If those elements stay intact, there's a chance fans could accept change, even if it's difficult at first. As Season 8 approaches, the question hanging in the air is simple yet powerful. Will audiences be watching John Reardon's Hudson lead Rex into another case? Or will they meet a brand new face beside the famous K9? Either way, the buzz has already done its job. Fans are counting down the days, eager to see whether this is the biggest twist Hudson and Rex has ever pulled off, or just a clever tease designed to keep everyone guessing.